Now you've bought the land, the paperwork is complete. The keys are in your hand. The tractor is parked in the shed and the fields are waiting. This is the moment most people imagine the money starts coming in. In reality, this is when the spending begins. Unlike many businesses, a farm can consume millions of dollars before producing a single dollar in revenue. The first major decision is choosing what to grow. At first glance, the answer seems obvious. Grow whatever sells for the highest price. But farming doesn't work that way. Every crop has its own personality. Corn demands different soil than potatoes. Rice needs enormous amounts of water. Coffee only grows well in specific climates and elevations. Grapes that become world-famous wine can only come from certain regions with the perfect combination of temperature, rainfall, and minerals beneath the ground. One wrong decision can turn an entire growing season into a financial disaster. Even experienced farmers spend months studying weather forecasts, soil reports, market demand, and international trade before planting the first seed. Because once the seeds are in the ground, changing your mind is almost impossible. Then comes the seeds themselves. Modern farming is no longer about collecting seeds from last year's harvest. Today's commercial agriculture depends on highly engineered seed varieties designed to produce larger harvests, resist pests, survive droughts, or mature faster. These seeds are expensive. For a large commercial farm, purchasing seeds alone can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars every season. And that's only the beginning. Next comes fertilizer. Plants remove nutrients from the soil every year. If those nutrients aren't replaced, future harvests become smaller and weaker. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Every field requires a carefully balanced mixture based on laboratory soil tests. Too little fertilizer and production drops. Too much and you waste money while damaging the environment. Finding that balance is one of the most important jobs on the farm. Then comes another invisible enemy, pests. Insects, fungi, bacteria, viruses, weeds. Thousands of different organisms compete with farmers for the same crops. Some insects can destroy entire fields within days. Certain plant diseases spread so quickly that farmers sometimes have no choice but to destroy entire harvests to prevent them from reaching neighboring farms. That's why modern farms spend enormous amounts on pesticides, herbicides, and crop monitoring technology. Some even use drones flying above the fields every week, searching for tiny signs of disease long before the human eye can detect them. Because catching a problem early can save millions. Waiting even a few days can mean losing an entire season. But crops aren't the only way farms make money. Many farms specialize in animals instead. Cattle, dairy cows, sheep, goats, poultry, pigs. Each one creates a completely different business. Take dairy farming as an example. People imagine cows standing peacefully in green fields. The reality is far more complex. Modern dairy farms operate almost like factories. Cows are monitored every day. Their health is tracked. Their nutrition is carefully calculated. Many wear electronic collars that record movement, eating habits, and even body temperature. Some farms use robotic milking machines that allow cows to enter whenever they choose. The machines identify each animal automatically, clean the equipment, collect the milk, and store detailed health records without a single person touching the process. Technology has transformed agriculture into one of the most advanced industries in the world. Livestock also comes with enormous expenses. Animals eat every single day. Whether milk prices rise or fall, whether beef demand increases or decreases, whether the economy is booming or collapsing, they still need food. They still need water. They still need veterinary care. Disease outbreaks can spread through entire herds with devastating speed. A single infection can force authorities to quarantine or destroy thousands of animals. For the farmer, that isn't just heartbreaking. It can mean bankruptcy. Then there's fuel. Every tractor, every combine, every irrigation pump, every truck. They all consume diesel. During busy seasons, some large farms burn thousands of liters of fuel every single day. When fuel prices rise, operating costs increase almost immediately. The farmer has no control over it. The same is true for electricity. Cold storage facilities, water pumps, grain dryers, milking systems, workshops, all require enormous amounts of power. One unexpected increase in electricity prices can erase months of profit. Then there's maintenance. Machines don't wait until the off-season to break. A combine harvester can fail in the middle of harvest. A tractor engine can stop during planting. An irrigation pipe can burst during the hottest week of summer. Every breakdown creates two costs at once: the repair itself and the valuable time being lost. In farming, timing often matters more than effort. A crop planted 1 week too late may never reach its full yield. A harvest delayed by heavy rain may lose quality before reaching the market. Nature follows its own calendar. Farmers simply try to keep up. And after months of spending money on land, fuel, labor, fertilizer, machinery, repairs, and livestock, you finally reach harvest season. Surely this is where all the profits appear. Not necessarily, because growing food is only half the business. Selling it may be even harder. The price you receive isn't determined by how hard you worked. It isn't determined by how much money you spent. It isn't even determined by how good your harvest is. Instead, it's decided by a global marketplace stretching across continents. A farmer in Brazil, a drought in Australia, a war affecting fertilizer exports, a stronger currency, a weaker currency, a new trade agreement, or a recession thousands of miles away. Any one of these events can change the price of your crops before your trucks even leave the farm. That's why two farmers can produce identical harvests and earn completely different profits. One sells during a shortage. The other sells during a surplus. Same crop, same effort, completely different outcome. And that's when you realize something unexpected. The biggest challenge isn't growing food, it's surviving the business of agriculture.